is Rain Adams,
And my name is Jacqueline Servin.
and we're discussing pollution, understanding the impact and solutions.
So this is our table of contents for the slides. We start with the introduction, move on to the importance of the topic of pollution. We touch into every pollution type, causes and effects. Then we find the solutions and mitigation strategies, case studies, and conclusion for pollution.
What is pollution? Pollution refers to the introduction of harmful substances or energy into the environment, which can have detrimental effects on ecosystems, human health, and overall quality of life. Here are some key points to understand about pollution. Pollution is the persistence in or introduction into the environment of a substance or thing that has harmful or poisonous effects. It can take various forms, including solid, liquid, or gas pollutants, as well as forms of energy like heat, sound, or radioactivity.
Types of pollution. So we have air pollution, the release of harmful substances into the atmosphere. Sources are individuals' emissions, vehicle exhaustions, burning fossil fuels, and natural events like volcanic eruptions. It can cause respiration problems, acid rain, climate change, and damage to ecosystems. Then we have water pollution, the contamination of water bodies such as rivers, lakes, oceans, and groundwater. Sources are industrial waste, sewage, agriculture runoff, pesticides, and fertilizers, and oil spills. It can harm aquatic life, cause diseases in human, and disrupt aquatic ecosystems. We have soil pollution, the contamination of soil by harmful substances. Sources are from industrial waste, improper disposal of water, pesticides, and herbicides. It can cause reduced soil fertility, cause contamination of crops, and potential health risks. Noise pollution, the excessive noise level that can harm human and animal health. The sources of noise pollution is traffic, construction, industrial activities, and loud music. It can cause hearing loss, stress, sleep disturbance, and behavioral changes. We have light pollution, the excessive or misdirected artificial light. The source of light pollution is street lights, building illuminations, and advertising signs. It could disrupt ecosystems, interfere with astronomical observations, and cause potential health effects. We have thermal pollution, the increase of or decrease in the temperature of body of water caused by human influence. The sources are power plant and industrial discharges. It can cause harm to aquatic life, reduce oxygen levels, and alternations of aquatic ecosystems. Radioactive pollution, the release of radioactivity into the environment. The sources are nuclear power, weapon testing, and medical applications. It can cause mutation, cancer, and ecosystem damage.
The importance of discussing pollution as such, pollution has such a strong and dangerous impact to water, air, and soil. This contamination causes horrible adverse health outcomes in humans, wild and domestic animals, and plants. Pollution has a dangerously big global impact to this or to big global impact to our planet since it affects our health, ecosystems, and climate change. It affects the very aspect of life.
Causes of pollution. So we have two causes, one from humans and then another one from natural causes. Under the human activities, we have industrial pollution, which is a big issue since most of the pollution is caused by big industries. It causes water contamination, soil pollution, air pollution, animal extinction, and natural resource usage. Then we have urbanization, which causes pollution since it creates a concentrated human population, negatively affecting surrounding environment significantly. Urban lifestyle consumes natural resources and generates waste and pollution. And we also have deforestation, which clears out our forest lands, destroying ecosystems for raw materials for manufacturing and infrastructure development. It doesn't just destroy ecosystems, but also alters the climate, composing the existence of both humans and animals. Under natural causes, we have volcanic eruptions, which are a source of international pollution and a hazard. It injects huge amounts of gases, dust, aerosol droplets, and ash into the stratosphere. Sorry. They result in serious health hazards, global cooling, and global warming. Lastly, we have wildfires, which emit great amount of carbon dioxide and a bunch of other greenhouse gases that warm out and intoxicate the planet. Burn down forests, affects global warming and cooling, releases debris and toxic runoff that pollute rivers and fouling water supplies.
The effects of pollution on human health, the environment, and the economy. Effects of pollution on human health involve the respiratory system, the cardiovascular system, the nervous system, reproductive system, and immune system. For the respiratory system, air pollution can cause respiratory problems such as asthma, bronchitis, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Long-term exposure can lead to lung cancer. Cardiovascular system, air pollution can trigger inflammation leading to cardiovascular problems. Fine particulate matter can enter the bloodstream. Nervous system, air and water pollution exposures to heavy metal like lead and mercury, as well as certain pesticides can cause neurological damage leading to cognitive impairment, development delays in children, and diseases. The reproductive system, water and soil exposure to pesticides, plastics, and industrial waste can interfere with hormone function, leading to fertility problems, birth defects, and developmental issues. Immune systems is various pollutants. Exposures to the pollutants can weaken the immune system, making individuals more sustainable to diseases. Reputation.
Effects of pollution on the environment. So we have acid rain, which has a strong emission of sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides react with the atmospheric moisture to form sulfuric and nitric acids. We have the ozone depletion, certain pollutants, particularly
CFCs.
CFCs, break down the ozone layer in the stratosphere. Then we have climate change, greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide trap heat into the atmosphere, contributing to global warming, climate change.
Effects of pollution on the economy. Pollution can have an effect on healthcare costs and reduce workforce productivity, impact on agriculture, and damage to infrastructure. Health costs. Air pollution is linked to numerous health issues, including respiratory diseases and more. Pollution on agricultural fields can lower crop yields through soil contamination and air quality degradation. Reduced workforce productivity. Poor air quality can lead to decreased labor productivity due to health-related absences or reduced cognitive function. And damage to infrastructure. Pollution can cause significant wear and tear on infrastructure.
Solutions and mitigation strategies for pollution. So what the government can do is they can help reduce pollution in many ways by passing regulations, policies, and laws. They can pass taxes, subsidies for alternative energy resources, regulations on how much pollutants that can be discarded into the atmosphere, and work on making a more efficient plastic and waste management policy. These policies can work collectively to create a cleaner, healthier environment while also fostering economic opportunities in the green technology sector.
Technological innovations. With the help of the government, of government subsidy for alternative energy resources and focus on plastic and waste management, we can improve our technological innovations. Waste management has become a critical issue. The old traditional methods of waste disposal have become inefficient when it comes to handling the increasing volume of waste generated by the growing population. We should focus on developing modern waste management technologies that aim to make waste collection more efficient, cost efficient, and environmentally friendly.
Community and individual actions. We as a community can also create a great change in the levels of pollution. We contribute to pollution whether we intend to or not. We need to put more thought into our actions and lifestyles. We can at least do the bare minimum of using reusable objects like water bottles and glass straws. However, even if we don't change that completely, we can at least help by disposing and recycling materials the correct way and not just dirtying our environment. Another way would also be walking or taking bikes to close locations that don't really need us
Need the use.
that really don't need the use of cars and gas. Any little thing would greatly help the reduction of pollution to protect our planet.
Successful initiatives. And for those who doubt that we can make a change or that it doesn't matter that we do, several cities and countries around the world have been able to implement successful initiatives to combat pollution. For example, there is Colombia. Their city, Bogota, has switched their public bus networks to be electrically run. They have a firm commitment to improving air quality and reducing their carbon emissions. This shift to electric mobility not only represents a significant environmental improvement, but also offers economic benefits to their city.
Okay, thank you. That's the end of our presentation. These last two slides are our references for where we got our information.
Thank you.